What's up everyone, Young Karth here, and today we've got another analysis video for you. We're going to be covering Dark Harvest versus First Strike for the ADC Karthus position. I'm going to be telling you the benefits of each and my personal opinion on which one I think is better. Now, I do want to give a shout out to subscriber Henrik von Walsum for the idea for this video. I appreciate it very much, man. Want to give you a little bit of a shout out there, and I hope this can explain everything for you and anyone else who's looking to pick up Karthus in the ADC position. If you guys do like this kind of educational content, make sure you drop a like on the video and let me know in the comments which one you prefer, which rune that you like better, and tell me why. And if you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I got a lot of new content coming out next year for League in general, and of course Karthus. And also check out in the description, I got a Discord link in there. If you don't know, I am trying to build a Discord community so you guys can stay active on my notifications, on YouTube videos, Twitch, and all that good stuff. And of course, hit the Twitch with a follow. I'm live there 5 days a week. And starting January, I'll be doing League content again. We'll be getting into ranked and we'll be having a fantastic time, so join me there. Thank you guys so much. And as far as the gameplay that you're viewing today, it's just a 12-1 Karthus game. I did have some nice moments in there, but the gameplay is a little unrelated to the topic at hand, so I'm just going to be spitting some straight facts at you guys. So let's get right into the video. So first off, before we can truly make an educated analysis video, you guys have to know exactly what each rune is doing. So let's take a look at Dark Harvest first. Now, Dark Harvest, damaging a champion below 50% health is going to deal adaptive damage and harvests their soul, permanently increasing your Dark Harvest's damage by 5. Dark Harvest damage is 20 to 60 based on level, plus 5 per soul, and the cooldown is going to be 45 seconds, and it resets 1.5 seconds on any kill that you get. Now, let's take a look at First Strike. First Strike is dealing damage or applying a crowd effect to an enemy champion within the first 0.25 seconds of champion combat is going to grant you 5 gold and First Strike for 3 seconds, causing all of your post-mitigation damage dealt against champions to deal 9% bonus true damage. Afterwards, you're going to be granted 100%, 70%, 100% to 70% of all bonus damage dealt within that duration as gold, and that's going to have a 25 to 15 second cooldown based on level. Keep those in mind as I go through the benefits of each, and I want to start now with Dark Harvest. There's 3 for each. Number 1, Dark Harvest, weak early, strong late. Now, obviously Dark Harvest is a scaling rune, as we talked about. The more stacks you get, the more damage you're going to be initially doing, and that scales very well into the late game. Now, one thing that I will note about Dark Harvest, so in lane, obviously, if you're just in a farming lane, you're not going to be getting many stacks unless you're killing people in other lanes with your ult and getting the stacks in that manner. Just due to the fact that if it's a farming lane, there's not going to be a lot of health trading happening. You're just going to be hitting minions, so you're going to be getting less stacks. Also, in a losing lane, obviously you're going to be the one getting killed and low and forced to back, and you're probably not getting them too low. So let's say you're playing Karthus, Lulu into Gen Thresh, right? That's going to be a difficult lane. You're going to be getting harassed, you're going to be under your tower, you're going to be farming under tower, getting poked. So you're not going to really be getting that many Dark Harvest stacks, so that's a little drawback. So any losing lane, you're not going to get stacks. But on the opposite end of the spectrum, Dark Harvest may be weak early, but if you are winning your lane very hard, and let's say you've got a Karthus Nami, and you're just farming them. You know, you're getting them to 50% HP. Boom, you're proccing Dark Harvest. Boom, you're proccing Dark Harvest. You're pushing them under tower. You've got 10 CS per minute. Dark Harvest can actually scale very quickly. And then at that point, once you've got your first 2 items, maybe, I don't know, maybe you've got 15, 20 stacks on that thing. I mean, it really just depends. And if you do, you're pretty much going to be one-tapping anyone below 50% HP. Number 2, the rune synergizes perfectly with kit plus items. Now, I'm going to talk about that a little bit more. So, the playstyle of Karthus that I like to play is Dark Harvest playstyle. It's kind of like an Ent playstyle. Now, you're not really playing Karthus to play slow and live most of the time, right? Obviously, early game, you do have to try and live for as long as you can. You can't just run it down and Ent in the lane. What I mean by this is you want to be able to get into fights. You want to use your flash aggressively in team fights. And Dark Harvest really allows you to do that perfectly. You don't have to play back. You can get in. You can start proccing your Dark Harvest on someone. You can get your Hourglass in there. Your Hourglass is going off. Your E is burning them. Your E is proccing the Dark Harvest. So by the time you're out of the Hourglass, you've taken a full health enemy to maybe 1/4 of their HP. Then you're probably going to die. Then you just hit them with the ult. Boom. A lot of free kills. And number 3, the final benefit on Dark Harvest is going to be the tankier build. So, right, you get to go Leandres. Leandres is giving you some health. In this new season of Karthus, maybe there's a few games that you get to go Demonic's Embrace. That's giving you some health as well. You're getting to go Hourglass and get that extra armor in there as well. And you can even build Rylai's. And that also gives you health. There's a lot of items that are making you tankier, so when you are having to go in and make those big high risk, high reward plays where you're enting or like flashing into 5 people, you want to make sure that you can get as much damage as you can before you die and use your ult. So now, guys, on the opposite end of the spectrum, we're going to go over to First Strike. And just a reminder in the middle of the video, if you're liking what you're hearing so far and you want more of this educational content, please do make sure you subscribe and like the video. It really helps me out and lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content. Thank you so much. So number 1 on First Strike is obviously going to be extra gold. Now, early game, this gold is not a lot, right? But when you're using First Strike, you want to really maximize the amount that you're making at each point in the game. And that leads you to using your ult pretty much just to make you some extra gold at certain points in the game. It's a win more rune. If you're winning, it's going to feel incredible. You're going to be letting your ult rip. You're already going to be fed. You're going to be killing people. You're going to be getting extra gold stacking on top of that. You are going to be getting your items with this build quicker than Dark Harvest. That's 100% sure. So that's kind of what I wanted this point to emphasize. You get your build faster. It's a win more rune. Number 2, this rune does outscale pretty much every other rune late game. If you watch gameplay of someone who's fed on Karthus with a First Strike ultimate, that 9% increase in damage on an already fed Karthus with Death Cap, Luden's Echo, or something like that, I mean, it's just absolutely incinerating them. And finally, number 3, Glass Cannon build. Like I said before, you're going Luden's Echo this time. You're looking to pick up an early Death Cap. The Magic Pen items as well, both of them. The Staff and Shadow Flame, you're going to be picking up both of those. Now, this build, you're not normally opting in for the Hourglass because it just doesn't really fit into this build. Because with First Strike, it's a Q-centered build. With Dark Harvest, it's an E-eccentric build. So, keep that in mind as well. Now, overall decision here, closing out the video, which rune do I think personally is better on Karthus ADC? I'm definitely going to be going with Dark Harvest. Why Dark Harvest? I just feel like it provides too much value. I feel like the point of Karthus is to play an int playstyle. I also feel like the Dark Harvest pop is just securing me too many crucial kills during the late game, and I feel like the value that that extra damage brings to the table is outweighing me getting my items a little bit quicker. I like it in lane as well. I like the ability to put the pressure on my opponent once they're at that 50% threshold that my Dark Harvest can pop and win me the fight with my exhaust. So it's just all working out in the favor of Dark Harvest for this one, guys. So if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, drop a comment. Which one you like better? Do you think Dark Harvest is correct? Do you think I'm wrong? And subscribe if you're new for more League of Legends and Karthus-centered content. I'm going to see you guys in the next video. I'll give you a little hint. It's going to be another tip video, and it's going to be centered around improving for next season. See you guys then. Peace out.